There is Hurricane Nicole passing just south of us. So far we've been doing pretty good, getting some rain. You can see it's starting back up right now, and every now and then we get a strong gust that kicks us around, but overall we got a pretty good anchorage here. Well, after 3 days of being on the hook hiding from Hurricane Nicole, we are underway once again, heading back north up the St. Johns River. We're heading towards the Jacksonville Free Docks. It's supposed to be cold this weekend, so we're gonna go up there and plug in and have some heat. But still a little choppy out, still a little windy out. It's supposed to calm down. Water drop just hit me right in the eyeball. It's supposed to calm down by the time we anchor tonight, so should be okay. We haven't even been traveling 15 minutes and we've already seen 2 boats sunk and 2 more blown ashore, they're aground. So I guess we picked a pretty good anchorage, because we're just 15 minutes away from them and we didn't suffer any of that.
Well, I came down into the salon after we weighed anchor. I came down here to fix lunch, and Ron took the helm, and I heard this ticking noise. Then I went up and told Ron that it didn't sound right. The engine didn't sound right. So we went and dropped anchor for a few minutes. He checked, there's plenty of oil, and we're spitting back behind, you know, the engine is spitting. So we started again, but we're going a little bit slower. The noise is still there, but while we go slower, it's not as loud. And so I guess we're limping along, I guess you could say.
We went to get underway this morning, and when I tried to start the engine, it knocked all our DC power offline, tripped the breaker, wouldn't start. Went down, reset the breaker, tried again, tripped the breaker again. Our battery capacity was at about 56%. I've started lower than that, so it should have started, but went down and, well, first I turned the generator on so that we have power, and then I went down and I put a jumper cable straight from the generator battery, it has its own start battery, to the engine and tried to start it. And Marie tried to start it up while I was down there watching, and where I had the battery jumper cables connected to the engine, it was glowing red hot and started smoking, and it tripped our DC power off again. Yesterday when we left the anchorage where we hid from Hurricane Nicole, as we're traveling this way, we developed a tapping sound, a light knocking sound in the engine. So I don't know if that tapping sound had anything to do with what our problem is today, but 2 days in a row of having problems isn't a good thing.
What you got?
I'm gonna turn the crankshaft, make sure it'll turn.
Oh, okay.
Just to eliminate that as
Turn
an
that
issue.
thing sideways so I can see it. That's big. Ron just came in with that thing. Big old wrench. Now what are we gonna do?
So we'll let the battery charge up a little bit. We'll try it again.
Alrighty. Any hope? Any hope?
I'm not a mechanic, so limited on my knowledge here.
Ready?
Yep. I'll try the old-fashioned way.
That was good.
Maybe it was just jammed. Could we be that lucky?
Mm.
But it's running fine now. So it's not the starter motor, unless it, like I say, it was just jammed.
What would have jammed it?
So I don't know.
Do you think it had anything to do with the clicking from yesterday?
I would not think so.
Because the starter, once it starts, it started, and then
Yeah, I went
two separate issues.
All right. Well, I'll
You're gonna put it all back
put it
together
all back
again
together
and
and
see if it works.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, but the starter wasn't kicking in when you had it on the engine before, and I was trying to turn the key. It wasn't starting then.
Well, I did a couple times, but it kept shorting the batteries out. But it's not shorting the batteries out now. But like I say, when I first was trying to bypass, short those two terminals, it was smoking and it would jump, but it wouldn't spin. And I did that 4 or 5 times before all of a sudden it started spinning. So I don't know if it was just jammed.
I don't know, but if you have enough problems, you'll eventually become a mechanic.
I might learn a thing or two somewhere along the way. But don't hold your breath. I mostly just muddle my way through it. All right, let's put it back together.
Alrighty. Turn engine room light off.
Burner on.
Oh my goodness.
You evil boat. All right. Let's get underway, clean up later.
What are you gonna set on?
No, I'm gonna change.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
I heard it. I was heading this way as you were.
I saw you.
Oh, it's. Better go check and see if we're spitting. It's not sounding good.
Oh shoot.
What?
Thank you for reminding me. Here, grab this.
Oh, you don't have the water turned on. You didn't have the water turned on?
No, I turned it off for all we're messing with it. Good thing you said something there. Thank you.
Should I give it a little bit more? It sounds like it's really struggling.
Yeah, good one. Guess I need to check that out a little.
Oh no, it died.
What did that for?
I turned it off because it died. I didn't turn it off till after it died. You made me restart it?
Yeah. Give her fuel.
Oh no.
After spending about 3 hours down in the engine room, I finally got the engine running. I took the starter motor off. I'm thinking that it was stuck, and because it was stuck, it was causing too much current draw, and that was tripping the breaker. So I put the starter motor back on, reassembled everything, and the engine fired right up. So that's the only thing I can figure is the starter motor was stuck. But at least we are finally underway, heading towards the Jacksonville Free Docks. But because we're so behind times, don't know if we're gonna be able to get there. If we do, it'll surely be after dark, and we're gonna have to make that call. We're about an hour away from sunset right now, so we'll just see what our time is like, as to whether we drop the hook somewhere or keep trying to make it to the free dock. Well, we tried, but we just decided we weren't gonna make it before well after dark. We're still about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from the free docks in Jacksonville. It would have been 7 o'clock at night by the time we arrived there, and the currents are pretty strong, so we decided we didn't want to do that. You can see the I-295 bridge back behind me, so that's about where we're anchored. Thanks for watching.